Hi everyone, and welcome to my second video on designing a residential building using ArchiCAD Education version 22. The last video I showed you how to set up your work environment and how to set up the stories and working units. So today we will start to design our site. So in order to design our site, first of all, we need to draw out the site boundaries and contours on a worksheet. A worksheet is a 2D work environment where you can draw out the dimensions and specifications of a 3D drawing. Okay, so let's go on. To do that, go to your navigator box, which is here, and right click on worksheets. Click on new independent worksheet and give the worksheet a name W01. That's the reference ID. The name will be site and click create. Now we have created the worksheets for our site. You can see the toolbars, the tools for a 3D drawing has been disabled and we are only able to access the tools that are used for 2D drawings. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to define our site boundaries using the line tools. So click on the line tool to activate it. If you go down up to geometry methods, choose the rectangular geometry method, this one, and then we'll start to draw from the hotspot on our drawing pane, the drawing screen. So click on the hotspot and you can see you can draw any rectangular figures whichever way you want. Then it brings up dimension 1 and 2, and this is where we'll specify the dimensions of our site. So the site we have here is has the site dimensions 30 by 15. So we'll type in 30 in dimension 1 using the arrow sign, the drop down arrow sign on your keyboard. Go down to the dimension 2 and type in 15. Hit enter. Zoom out to see the site boundaries you have created. So our site is a site measuring 30 by 15. You can find out the dimension of your site by using the dimension tool and clicking on both ends horizontally and on both ends vertically. Zoom in to see this is site 50 and this is 30. Okay. Now we've done that, the next thing we need to do is to define the contours for our sites. This site is not flat sites, it has some contours. In order to do that, we're going to use the guidelines on the four corners of our drawing screen. You can use any one. Now what these guidelines do is they just assist in our design by helping us specify particular distances during our design. Okay, so to do that, just pick up any, place at the right edge of our site boundary, pick up that particular guideline. In order to pick it up, just move your mouse along the guideline and the orange pick up sign comes up. So just click on it to pick up the guideline and you can move it to any distance. Now we'll move this at a distance of 3 meters and then click enter to place the guideline where we want it to be. Now we need to place two other guidelines at equidistance from each other. In order to do this, pick up the first guideline and click on control. Now what control does is that it copies the original guideline. Type in 3 as the distance and hit enter. A second guideline will be created. We'll repeat this process to create a third one. Pick it up, click on control. When you click on control, you'll see a plus sign shows up next to the arrow sign. And the distance is 3 meters and you hit enter. Now we've created 3 guidelines on our site boundary, which will help us specify the contour lines. In order